Good morning. Today we are going to see the topic if conditional sentences. That is also known as if class. Okay. So first of all, what is called as conditional sentence? Usually a sentence consists of two parts such as main class and if class. Okay. So can anyone give me a sentence? Yes. So we can write like this. If I prepare this, I will get good marks. So this will be a very simple sentence which expresses the purpose of if I prepare or else if I study well, I will get good marks. Okay. So in a conditional sentence, usually the condition which is expressed in the part of if class, whereas the outcome will be expressed in the part of the main class. Okay. So if suppose to be more clear, if you read this main class, it gives a meaning and stands separately. I will get good marks in the sense it denotes complete meaning of it. At the same time, if you read the part of if I prepare well in this sense, it doesn't give a complete meaning of a sentence, and also it requires something else to make it as a meaningful one. So this is what the purpose. Usually the condition is expressed in the part of if area. Okay. So this conditional sentence can be divided into four types such as open or probable condition. So open or probable will be the very first type. We'll see all those types in detail. And second one will be improbable or imaginary condition. And the second one will be improbable or imaginary condition. And third one will be impossible condition. And the last type is known as zero condition. Okay. So just remember these words: open or probable, improbable or imaginary, impossible condition, and fourth one will be zero condition. And also these four types are known as type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 respectively. So now we'll see detail about the part of open or probable type. This is also known as a type 1 condition. Okay. So in a type 1 condition, what does the meaning in this sense? Like a sentence. If I go to Delhi, I will visit Taj Mahal. So here you can take a meaning in such a way. If I get a chance to go to Delhi, then there is a possibility of happening the main class of visiting Taj Mahal. Suppose if we don't get a chance to go to Delhi in this sense, I will not visit Taj Mahal. So what is the key word to identify whether the given sentence belongs to open or probable type in this sense? You can find an example of simple present tense will be available in the if part, whereas you are supposed to write your answer in the future tense in the main class. So if you during the exam time, they might give you the second half or else the first half, and they ask you to write down fill up the rest of the information. So this thing will help you. Okay. So now we are move on to the imaginary condition. So the word imaginary itself denotes you the purpose. You can only think of it. Okay. So I just have a chalk piece in my hand. Okay. If I am going to drop this chalk piece, what will happen? It would break into pieces. Okay. But I am not going to drop this chalk piece. Okay. But there you can think of the outcome of it. So I am writing the same sentence here. If I dropped my watch, it would. Here we have to use would form. It would break. It would break into pieces. Okay. So now you know the difference between the open or probable and imaginary condition. So here we have the simple past tense type of a verb structure. So for that simple past tense, you have to use would plus the V1 structure. So this will be the correct structure to construct a sentence for imaginary condition. So the imaginary condition, we can able to think of the outcome of it, okay. And the next form is impossible condition. So what does the word impossible in the sense? You can't change anything right now, okay. So for this we write a sentence. If I had written my exams well, you can put a comma. If I had written my exams well, I would have passed it. So what does the sentence means in the sense? So what is the outcome? The outcome is currently she got failed in that subject. So where she gonna change it? The cause is that she didn't write her exams well. So based on that, the outcome caused her to get fail mark in that particular subject. So to denote this impossible condition, you have to write the structure of had plus P3, that is past perfect tense along with the verb form past perfect tense. To denote this in a main class, you have to go with the would plus past future perfect tense. So this structure can go to convey the meaning of impossible sentence, okay. So hope you remember the last type of this, that is known as zero condition. So you people can copy this later. So zero condition. So from the word zero means, you can use zero conditions to express general truths, facts. To talk about general truth and facts and all, you can use zero condition. So what does it mean in this sense? If you heat water, what will be the outcome? It boils. So in both main class and in the part of if class, you can use only the simple present tense to express the outcome. It comes under the zero conditional part. So in an exam point of view, if you prepare like this in this way, in this sense, for instance, I give you few examples here. Okay. I will stay at home. In some part, they might ask you to write down the answers. If I were a bird, you can get these type of questions even in all type of competitive exams. So to get an answer very quickly to this part, you can look at the if part as well as the main part. Here you are supposed to write down the if part. So in a main class you can find a clue. Here there is a word will. So you can easily fix your answer. Here the present tense part alone comes. Similar way, here you can find a if class which has a past tense form of a verb. So surely you can plan your answer contains would plus verb structure. So to complete this, if it rains, any kind of answer can be acceptable if it is within the structure and its rules. Okay, if it rains, I will stay at home. Similar way, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. So whenever you are using the modal auxiliaries, keep remember that you are supposed to use only the first form of your verb. Okay, hope you people remember it. If you are using would plus went in the sense, it is grammatically wrong. You should go with would plus go. Okay, so just try to recollect all the rules of this topic. Okay, thank you.